Hi, my name is Dominika and I'm a general dentist. I work in Sunshine Coast in Australia. And I'm just a normal dentist doing normal stuff, but I've been on a journey and I would like to share my story with you. I would also like to share with you how RipeGlobal helped me to achieve my goal. So this is my story. When I was a dental student, I dreamed about being successful. I wanted to have a family and I wanted to have my own house, preferably in a nice place by the beach. I grew up in Poland, in Eastern Europe, and I had a happy childhood. This is me with a little balloon. I graduated from university in 2007 and I did some initial work in the private and public dental practices. It was a little bit hard in the beginnings, you know, you're not very experienced, but I enjoyed my new profession. In the spare time, I got into kitesurfing and it became like a huge passion. It gave me that sense of freedom. One summer, I went on holidays to Italy where I met my husband. So he had a kitesurfing and windsurfing school there. And you know how it is, we just fell in love, we wanted to be together. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna move to Italy then. He's Polish too, he did not want to go back to Poland. I decided, okay, I'm gonna learn Italian and I'll just pack my things and go. My family and friends, they weren't very supportive about my decision and they thought it was like a crazy idea to follow a man, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna regret the things that I didn't do in my life, so I just went for it. Drove through Europe, landed in a small island in the middle of Mediterranean Sea called Sardinia. And I lived in a village with 2 local residents, both fishermen and a bunch of Polish kite surfers living like hippies. And the main problem of the day was, is it gonna be windy or not? Found a job as a dentist 2 weeks later. And she was, my boss, she was great. Like she was a one-woman show. She had it all covered, doing implants, orthodontics, surgery. But for me, there was just room to do fillings and root canals. And I knew I can do more, but she wasn't the kind of mentor that I needed. However, I fell in love with Italy. I was totally happy to be a part of that beautiful community, fell in love with people, the food, and coffee. What happened next? Our son was born and my husband's priorities have changed. We decided that we want to move to Australia to look for better opportunities for our family. So in Australia, there's an institution called Australian Dental Council. They run exams for the overseas dentists and had to go through that process, which is a bit difficult, but doable. It's also long and expensive. So we basically have gone almost like broke in that time, but passed my theoretical exam on my second attempt, 9 days before giving birth to my daughter. And then I started to prepare myself for the practical exam, basically drilling in plastic teeth in my garage. And I had my mom on the phone calling me from Poland, asking, baby, what are you doing? Like your colleagues are successful practice owners and you're drilling in plastic teeth in Australia in your garage. But I had my plan and I passed my practical exam on my first attempt, 13% pass rate. So I was pretty happy, excited about it. I got my first job in Australia and I finally found a mentor. So that was good. But on the other hand, I also started to go on Facebook and Instagram and I saw those dental community and people posting their beautiful crown preps online. And I thought, I want to be that kind of dentist. I want to do that kind of stuff. So this is when I got introduced to Dr. Lincoln Harris and RipeGlobal. I did a fantastic course from communication and treatment planning in Melbourne with Link. And I got so inspired that I decided to enroll myself for the hands-on veneer course. It got a bit delayed by COVID, but finally they sent me a mannequin And for me as a mom, it was great that I did not have to travel. I did not have to take time off work, and I could just spend the weekend with other dentists from around the world practicing getting better with my hand skills. What happened? Basically, multiple crown preps and veneer preps, composite mock-up and temporaries. We did it on Saturday and Sunday. I was uploading my photos, a Zoom session. Lincoln was giving us immediate feedback, which was just absolutely great. Giving us tips how to improve the preps. I was able to see exactly what's going on and what's wrong, what I need to improve. I got so inspired that I sat with my husband and we discussed that I would like to enroll to the Fellowship of Restorative Dentistry. And we did that. The course we were able to pay in installments that helped us. And what was actually surprising and great is that the course paid for itself only 3 or 4 months since I started it. How did I do it? I became more confident and I became more competent. So my hand skills got better. I got better at treatment planning and communicating with the patient. I also did more crown and bridge work. I started to do full mouth rehabilitations. And I started to recommend the treatment when needed in a more confident way. So what also followed is that I basically tripled my monthly revenue since I started the course, which is great for us as a family. It allowed us to buy the dream house, buy a new car, and we became Australian citizens. It also means that with more money, I could actually work less. So I could cut down my Saturdays by half and spend more time with my kids and my husband. I would encourage you to embrace your own stories, to be brave, and to trust someone like RipeGlobal to achieve your goals. Thank you.